Welcome to the Higher Value Show with Cashman and Rondo Brad. Let's go, let's smoke some weed, learn some things, investigate or on the beat, let it ring. We're here to open up your mind to the truth that you will find. So light it up and join the crew. Higher Values, we're here for you.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Higher Values with Rando and Cashman. I'm Cashman, and of course, we've got Rando. And today, we've got a sweet episode because we've got Herder Edibles here on the show today with us. How we doing today, guys?
Hey, how's it going, y'all?
Not too bad. How are you?
Lovely day in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. I am honestly, I'm loving the new studio. Just to make a quick segue, I know we have Herder on here, the guest, but we have had so many issues with our last studio, and this is the first time running the new one today. And so far, everything's looking great. We didn't have any issues going live. That was the first thing I was checking all over the place. Is just, are we live everywhere? Can we hear everything? And I think we have everything good to go tonight. And it might be the first time in a few weeks since we've started on time, looked good on time, sounded good.
It's nice, actually.
So thanks for being here tonight as we finally got our shit together.
Finally.
Go on.
Oh, man.
All right, so I know most of us in the community know about Herder Edibles, but for those of us who don't know about Herder Edibles, why don't you tell us a little bit about Herder Edibles?
Well, Herder Edibles started out pretty much 16 years ago. I had this dream to infuse bacon. And I was sitting there at the house and I said, I'm going to start trying to figure this shit out.
Bacon.
I
love it.
I wanted an infused bacon sandwich. I got high as hell when I wanted that. So I sat there and I figured it out. And it took me a while to figure it out, to get it there where it is. And then pretty soon the Herder rub got developed, and then the barbecue. Well, the barbecue sauce is a family recipe that's over 220 years old.
Oh, wow.
It dates back to the Civil War. It's been had its hands put upon by every member of my family since the Civil War.
Okay. So you had me at bacon, but you also talking barbecue too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do barbecue sauces. We do rubs. We do seasonings.
Oh,
we've got...
Wait a minute. Bacon?
Bacon.
That was his first thing?
And barbecue sauce.
Yeah. You even listening?
Well, I had an issue. We did have a minor issue. I forgot to hit two little small buttons. But see this cool new studio we have? I can make us go live while we're actually live on other channels. Like, I just click two buttons and now those channels are live. So it's like a fucking miracle around here.
I'm live on X myself right now. We're live on Higher Values. We're live everywhere. This is great.
It's great.
But yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, sorry, we derailed you there for a second. But yeah, the bacon, barbecue, you got seasonings for rubs.
Yep.
But I don't want to just... What was the passion maybe behind getting into
well,
the edibles?
It started out just for me. Okay, is how it happened. And I got sick with cancer. And it brought us to Las Vegas. and I wanted to do something to give back because I went into remission. And edibles helped me get through it, along with RSO regimen. I did this all with no opioids, guys, because I had been clean for so many years. I didn't want to risk backpedaling into an addiction I had before.
Sure. I share that one with you with opiates.
And you know, I know cannabis is a good healer. We got into studying, me and Denise got into studying the medicinal values of it and everything else, and really kicked it off when the family lost their jobs during COVID, is how it truly started. And I was doing some sketchy underground markets and things like that. I really didn't like my being around people with firearms and cannabis and everything else. So it's like, nah, dude, this ain't my scene, because that's a lot of time compared to you're taking my shit and giving me a $500 ticket and I'm going home.
That those were the days when drug deals were yeah, they were drug deals. We'll just say it that way.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and the guy running the underground was letting minors in, and we were not.
Yeah,
cool with
we
that.
were not cool with people letting minors in and shit like that. It was just totally sketchy. You know, it was like, nope, we ain't doing this. But we did all right. And then we got on X and kind of wanted to give back to the community for those that can't afford it with a serious illness or a cancer patient. Our goal right now, we have 2 in the community that we serve that is taken care of by the community. They don't pay nothing but shipping. That's it. That's all I ask for.
That's beautiful.
Just get the shipping to us and we'll take care of your product. If your dosage has to be upped, we will make sure you get your medicine.
That's beautiful.
So
I don't give a shit where you are in the 50 states of America. You tell me when we talk on DM, you're not a fucking cop when I ask, or Denise asks.
Yeah.
Then that's all I need to know, because by law, you're supposed to tell me you're a cop or not. CI or not.
And that's one of the things. We don't have a tremendous platform over here right now, but as we're getting growing, we are we're really pushing for, you know, everybody else. They've paved the way for us in the cannabis community.
Yes,
but we got to go further from now. We
by the time
total federal.
By the time you decarb everything, THC turns to THCA, which turns it in. You're following that gray area with the hemp laws, pretty much.
Agricultural.
And we put a piece of paper in there explaining everything else if something gets jacked by the law that ships out.
So you basically ship under the
farm bill, yes.
Yeah, the farm bill.
Mm-hmm.
That's
good.
Out. So now, do you guys have like a website people can go and
yes, we do. Herderedibles.com.
I'll send.
Matter of fact, she's gonna send a link out to y'all right now. She's behind the scenes running the computer part.
I don't like being on camera. I'm the behind the scenes girl.
She's
good.
We got one of those too.
I'm the face. She's the brains that keeps everything. She's the brains that keeps my head square.
I hear you.
Feel that.
Shout out to Investigator behind the scenes running the show.
Because, brother, I hate to tell you, this woman's getting recipes every day because winter menu's fixing to break out.
Yeah.
Which is change up some of the menus. I mean, we do well with our candies and our cookies and things like that. Our candies are triple infused. We want you to be, it's not the high dose, it's to medicate, it's to keep you maintained at that lower pain level where you may need to be.
I love that. That's
You
one
know,
of the biggest things I think we need to focus on.
and the whole thing is it's about the medicine. It's about not about getting high. It's
Right.
about maintaining your level.
And all my candies are made with RSO so that it's great for the cancer patient.
The faster
RSO,
acting.
good stuff.
Faster acting, it's all nano infused. Plus, we have an RSO. Plus, it's RSO infused, full spectrum, and then it's regularly infused. So you're getting 3 infusions right there.
Ooh.
Well, I like that because I have yet to find edibles that work for me.
And that's something that I want you to do is make sure you get with Denise so we can get you a sample pack out. I want you guys to try my R edibles. Please.
I would love to.
I would love that, and to have a review from you guys would be, it's an honor to even be here.
Well,
We would
hey,
absolutely
Got a
do
lot of
that.
luck
we'll
with
love
those.
that.
Can't feel them.
I mean,
And
I
we
love
have
the
a,
project.
we have a lot of luck with people that cannot fill edibles because of the nano infusion, because it's hitting your bloodstream.
I'm down to give her a shot. That's for sure.
So
I mean, it mixes with your stomach. Nano infusion, it mixes with your stomach. It
Right.
gut pumps into your bloodstream. You know, within a 15-minute, you're not gonna feel like an edible
Right.
kick. You're gonna be able to feel it mellow you out, and that's the thing. Anything too high. Yes, we have products that are in the 200 milligram mark.
Right.
That's a high dose, but that's more for a nighttime thing.
Right.
You know,
Good sleep.
it's sleep. It's not to maintain what you need throughout the day. We do jerkies.
now,
Really?
somebody in the comments they asked about the THC tasting, and I don't know if they mean THC tasting or like sometimes edibles can be you get like that natural flavor
Overly
or like
powered
an
cannabis.
aftertaste.
That
Yes.
cannabis aftertaste. What I try to do is pair flavor seasonings to the strains that I use.
Right.
So, guys, I'm decarbon weed and I'm even eating weed when I'm doing this to flavor profile this.
Wow.
And when it comes to making everything up that has to be done, I want to make sure that I'm camouflaging that THC taste, because we've had several people say, bro, I ate 2 cookies and I didn't realize there was THC in it until it hit.
So one of the next things I was gonna kind of hint to or whatever. Do you have any chef experience, or is it all just kind of like?
Okay.
Just first impression, everything you've said and everything. You sound like you're good in the kitchen.
I was raised by a chef, actually, my mother.
Okay.
So, yeah, I grew up on a farm where we had a homestead, and we were farm to table before farm to table even become big. I mean, back in the 70s when there wasn't as many laws and stuff like that, Grandpa and Dad would butcher cows. They'd go to the restaurant, butcher pigs, go to the restaurant, turkey, go to the restaurant.
Sure.
Us kids was raised between both places. If we weren't doing dishes, we were doing a field or taking care of cows or cooking on a flat top.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, back then it took a family, and it's the same thing with today. It takes a family anymore to be able to do anything like this.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
And that's why love is a big key. You got to love each other first above everything, and let your kids know, let your family know, hey, I love you. I'm sorry we had a misunderstanding. I hate this.
Mm-hmm.
And we also got to realize that we are what we eat, we are what we intake. Our body has a pH. We have a root system. We're killing ourselves by using seed oils, full
Mm-hmm.
processed sugars, all that. Everything that we use in our products is the highest quality sugar I can get with still minerals in it. So you're getting these new minerals. So it's pretty much, we're paying very high dollar for our product, but I'm not charging a lot either because I want somebody to be able to afford their medicine. And you know what? It don't take a lot to give back.
Yeah.
Well, and I think in this day and age, it shows a lot because most of these cannabis companies, a lot of them are in for the money, and
Yes.
it's not about the fucking money. It shouldn't be
It,
about the
it,
money.
it's not about the money, and I hate to see this when plugs do this too. I grow cannabis myself. Okay, I hate to tell you, when you're paying $200 an ounce, I know it ain't costing you $200 an ounce to grow that weed.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because if it is, you're a dumbass.
Yep.
Well,
He's not wrong.
well, what I would only say to that, because I am a dumbass, and shout out to the Cheeba Pet people who allow me to just add water to mine. I don't have to do shit, and that's like the only reason.
And make sure while you're over there at Cheeba Pet, plug in code higher values. You save yourself 20% at checkout.
I'm learning as I grow with that one, and I'm
I
getting
get
more
that.
confident. And like, I'm about to pop some more seeds. I'm talking to about to say his real name. I'm talking to Cash Man, in the
Man,
DMs, and I'm getting ready, and I'm gonna be. I got everything I need. I'm gonna start growing. I'll figure it out. But right
I'm
now,
gonna
it's gonna
send him
cost
my
me a
light.
lot of fucking money to start growing weed because I don't know shit about it.
Well, I got it. He's lucky he didn't have to go out and shell out money for a light because I
Yeah.
got a light I can send him to get started on. You
Yes.
don't need nothing major to get started on.
Well,
Waited
when I when
God on
I
the farm
started
dealer.
growing when I started growing weed, really, I was 14 years old. My first plant. I set up. Grandpa said, "Here's your fish guts. Here's your heads. Here's everything.
The old
Right out
school.
there's a 5-gallon bucket. Go fill it full of water. Put all that shit in there. Let it set.
Yeah.
Okay, we're starting." And that was my fertilizer. That's all I used.
Mhm.
Was
Now, do you
right
still
there. Just
use fish heads now?
hell no.
Oh, I
Hell
know
no.
some people still do. I mean,
Oh yeah. They do. But I'm talking outdoors. It stinks. It
Yeah.
smells like crap. No, indoor. I'm a full blown living organic cocoa grower.
There you go.
I build my own living cocoa.
yeah. See, I don't. I grow with cocoa, but it comes straight out that compressed brick, hits the water, and into the bags. I don't do shit to mine. I
Right.
don't know nothing about doing nothing to it. It just goes in the bag. See, like I'm
Well,
an amateur as far as that goes. Like
pretty
we
much,
ain't to that level yet.
I'm at the level where I do a 70-30 perlite, cocoa
Okay.
perlite, add all my natural amendments and everything else to it, let it cook up. Boom, done.
It's definitely
Hey,
something I've been thinking about as,
You just got to
I
add a
have
little extra stuff to control your calcium and magnesium, and that's about it.
because I started with like, I don't know, 4 or 5 plants in my tent. And then the next thing I know, the last time I fed the plants, I had 10 in my tent. And I said, well, not a terrible problem to have, I guess, but
yeah.
god damn, it's a lot of work to feed 10 bitches.
Well, I'll tell you what I did to my poor little wife. I had a 4x4, and she had this beautiful plant that was there. I had a little 2x2 too, and that was about it. And my beautiful wife had, she wanted to try her little hand at growing, and she had this beautiful plant, this beautiful zombie death fuck, and I took 3 clones off of it, and before you know it, we wound up owning a 3x3 light, a whole setup.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm already looking to up my game because I'm like, well, I might need 10 more. Well, fuck it. I got 10. Why not 10 more?
Well, when your wife gives you the stare of death, where you can feel the hair on the back of your neck kind of stand up a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, I
You
live
know,
in
know
that stare
you're
normally.
you're approaching the doghouse level. That's the look I get every time she sees me looking at beans.
So
Oh
I
my
have
God.
a box, and the last time I looked at it's getting pretty full, and I'm starting to think I have a bean buying problem, and I'm not gonna ever pop all these beans, but
Mm.
I
It's
just
an
see so many
addiction.
fucking strains that I want to try and grow, and
Oh,
I mean,
Trust and
I
believe
just
he's
can't
got a
fucking
collection.
help it.
That's true.
I got a collection myself,
He
brother.
has an
I got a
addiction.
collection. I got an addiction.
Well,
I'm
we might have to
addicted.
talk and do a little swappy swap or something if you're interested.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's more than yes,
Yeah.
yes. Always, always. I'm down for horse trading. I like
I'm
horse trading.
I am game. We can do a swappy swap for sure.
Exactly.
I am always game for that.
But
Oh. So
yeah, growing is just as much of an addiction, and growing's the addiction.
Hmm.
It's not the medicine itself. The medicine helps me feel better.
yep,
But mentally, being in that dirt, being with my plants, being around my plants, it helps me there too.
I
Oh
can't
It,
yeah.
tell you how much I love to go and just stand there with a joint and look at my
yes,
plants.
yes,
I love it.
yes. And the sweetest bud you ever smoked is your own.
Hmm.
Yep, and I mean, it ain't free, but that's as damn near to free as you ever gonna get.
Hmm.
Exactly.
Because you got to pay your electric bill and your water bill, anyways, motherfucker. So,
Hey, I say the same thing about like your food too. It growing your own crop and shit, like
yeah.
Oh yeah,
potatoes, corn. You
I'm
know.
all for a victory garden. If nobody out there knows what a victory garden is, Google it. It's what they used during World War II when they were rationing food for
Mm.
the troops. Beautiful thing. It don't have to be much. It can even be in containers. If you're not that much of a gardener, get some herbs. They're easy to grow.
Yep.
Just start learning,
Just
figure it
just
out.
remember to let things dry back a little bit. Not
Hmm.
over dry, not under dry. Just a
Well,
couple
I mean,
inches down.
when I first started growing, I was like, well, I mean, this first time again, because I grew years ago when it was illegal in Ohio, because I was like, got to be a rebel and shit when I'm young.
Well, I did
And
too.
But then I'm like, as I had kids and stuff, I'm like, it's not worth it. It's going to be legal eventually, and I'll grow then. And, now that day has come. I'm allowed a certain amount of plants, and
Exactly.
I'm currently okay. But, you know, whatever.
I'm good.
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, now you got me thinking. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody that has a limit got to do a little thinking every now and then. Because I mean, there's still that rebel in us. Like, you can't take that out of us completely. I think,
Hmm.
but
Hey, man, you didn't say that I could. You said I could grow 12. I took that as 12 indoor and 12 outdoor.
Man, you didn't. Yeah, you didn't clarify exactly where. Like, I mean, come on.
There's no,
I
This has
there's
mean,
no
got to be a
clarification,
gray
guys.
area.
And if you count the number of people in the house, it's like, okay, that's you got 12, you got 12.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
count the
yeah.
number
I
of
thought it was
people,
for
you got
every person
12,
in
I
the
got
house.
12, this got 12. Hell,
no,
Gigi
I
got
don't
12 and she
understand this.
don't even smoke weed.
Hell yeah, exactly. Oh man.
Man. No,
Uh,
my state, Wisconsin, we need to quit fucking around. I'm so tired of it. That's why I'm just growing
Wisconsin?
already. Yeah, I'm growing myself. I'm tired of it. If they come get me, I'm gonna be that guy in Wisconsin that's just like, look, nope, we're gonna take this to the Supreme Court. You, they need to
I
start
mean, you could
drafting
be
their documents
smoking
already.
meth or doing something
Right.
like that.
But like I only went to Iraq. I didn't do more than one tour, but at this point I'm in my mid 30s. I've paid my taxes. I've paid my rights. I've done what I needed to do. Who are you to tell me I can't grow a fucking plant? Like, let's sit down. Let's talk about this. This is ridiculous. I'm owed the right to grow my own plant. Let's calm down on that. This is stupid. If we want to talk about like limiting concentrates or limiting edibles for kids, or not, but like the dispensary shops locally, limiting the access to it, maybe, but we all got to have the right to grow, in my opinion. Like that starts there, and
well, we've got certain inalienable rights that was fought for by many before us.
mhm.
That'll be by many after us. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Growing a plant makes me happy,
And it don't hurt
Mhm.
anybody.
and I'm not hurting anybody. I'm
Exactly.
not
Amen.
offering it to a child.
Amen. It's just
You got to be at least 21. I look at it that way, but more or less, I look at it this way: 18 years old is old enough to put a rifle in your hand. Well, it's old enough to drink and it's old enough to smoke weed. I hate
mhm.
to tell you that.
That's the
If you
same
can
way
go
I
off
feel.
and fight for our country, you should be able to do it.
Yeah, if you
I've
go off
always
to
said
fight
that.
for our country, you should be able to do what the fuck you want.
Hey,
If you
that's how I
if you
feel.
can go take a bullet for this country, you should be able to go sit down and drink a beer in a bar. I mean, or
Yep,
grow some weed or smoke a joint. I mean,
joint.
it's just
Exactly.
there's no excuse for it this day and
And
age.
all these laws are pretty much adherent. They're not adherent. They're an aberration to the Constitution because it's not legal.
Mhm.
Anything against Constitution, any law against Constitution is illegal. And we are giving these inalienable rights that is not fought for because they've taken it away because of money. Just exactly what
That's
we
a
were talking about.
they couldn't find
It's
a way to
it
tax it.
it's the same thing. We're into the craft edible business. It's not craft. It's not craft cannabis. It's craft edible.
Yeah.
You don't. You want a specific dose at Herder Edibles. We will dose it just to your specifications.
If you want a
And
special cookie, you tell me.
If you want a special cookie,
I like that right off the bat, you're part of your mission. And I wanted to get to the question, but I just assume, through the little bit of profit that you do make, that's how you're able to serve, I believe you said 2 people right now currently
right
with
now,
cancer. Um,
we're almost at the point where we can have a third one. Almost.
right.
We had a good
And
month, so
We
keep having
had
it
a
up.
good month. So if we keep on having months like we did this month, we're going to be
I
able to take
can
that third patient, maybe fourth.
that's a tremendous you
And
have my respect. Like that's
you got to
that
realize when
takes a
you get
lot to understand, like, what goes into taking on somebody,
well,
their needs, and giving them
exactly.
that promise. So
Here's the
yeah.
deal. When you can work your whole life, make good money your whole life, and have to move in with your family because they want you broke and destitute because you got a disease And they're not helping you with medicine. They're not helping you with financials. They're not doing nothing. Everything comes out your savings. By the time you're done, you're a broke dick dog going, oh my God, how are we going to make it? My retirement, her retirement, gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's shit we worked our whole fucking life for. Now I'm on disability. Thank God. But it's not what it's supposed to be. I don't make what I can't afford to live on that. A lot of times I take from myself to make sure my patients have.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the type of people we are.
John
We
in the
will take from
comments,
ourselves to make sure our patients have their medicine.
he says he's been a firefighter, paramedic for 25 years and treated people that were high on pot, and they are so chill versus those who are drunk. We lost him. On crack, total different story. I'm glad that marijuana is legal in Connecticut. It helps so many people.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, John, I don't know if
Oh,
you caught that. John
I did
said,
catch that.
yeah,
But
he's a firefighter, and you know, I couldn't
He's right.
imagine dealing with
He's right.
drunks.
Dealing with drugs, dealing with somebody else. I mean, I come from
we
the
can't
best of
ignore
both
that stuff
worlds.
exists.
I really do. I come from the best of both worlds in this. You know, I was when I was high on coke and heroin because they weren't giving me the damn opioids I needed to keep slamming my body every day.
Sure.
I went to street drugs, I'll be honest, and I was an asshole. I was a total dick.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
become something I didn't even like. And, you know, marijuana changed that, man.
yeah.
But I've always been a pothead, but I could always leave pot alone. I know
Yeah.
when my limit is.
What's
See,
up, Tony?
Hey, I'm done. I'm good.
for me, ironically, I was always reluctant to marijuana my whole life because, like, as a kid, I bought into the stereotypes of just, it's the gateway and it's all this whatever. So I joined the army at 17, right? I go to Iraq,
Mhm.
early. I'm over there 19, come back at 20. Um, Obviously, I left my house at a young age because of childhood traumas. So of course I go to the army and it just compounds. I have PTSD, shit breaks down, and I'm getting treated in mental health, but I'm also getting opioids on the side for my knees, my back, all this stuff, and just to keep going. And through that addiction, getting off of the opioids. Um, oh, lost him again there. But getting off the opioids, it was ironic that it was cannabis that was something that helped me get through the withdrawal process, find a new lease on life, the will to be happy, and seek enjoyment again, and just kind of like maintain daily normalcy. I don't know how to say that, but just I'm not always happy and perfect, but smoking weed helps
And
me out.
I don't
It makes
think
me feel
any
just
of
a
us
little.
are.
I don't think anybody out there is really truly that way. I have my days.
Mm-hmm.
Trust and believe I have my days. You know, Denise will tell anybody they have my ass on 13 mental drugs.
Mm. I think those are so weird because
And I
if
don't take shit now.
if somebody in like an authority position prescribes you medicine and it doesn't work, like that almost sets you up, mentally. Um, at least it did for me. I'll speak on my own self. I always got like more depression symptoms because like I would beat myself up because like, oh, this medicine didn't work, so like now I have to try this one. Like, how bad am I that this one couldn't fix me when they said that it was supposed to? And it was just like all a mental trap and just like this cycle of just like endless stupidity where I had no reason to even be anxiety filled or have these thoughts or emotions, and just smoking weed gave me that sense of not having to worry about that bullshit, if that makes sense. And I think that that's why I still continue to smoke, just because it does give me that sense of everything's okay, you know. And I think that's my favorite part about smoking weed.
Understood.
Oh man. But
What's up, Moon Dodgy?
oh man.
Oh man.
And then you can now. I'll tell you what I did with them, and it's kind of like the same situation, but I was quite a bit older when I went over there. I was 36 years old
Mm.
when I got my
Oh, shit.
paperwork to go.
Oh wow.
I was reserved. We went through the whole first call for nothing. 2003, I deployed.
Oh. So you laid the groundwork for me, sir. Thank you. Sorry to put it that way, but I can only
I was
imagine what you went through.
well, actually, what I was is they had me running the morgue,
Mm.
and one of the corpsmen got injured. That was with the group of Marines, and I got thrown into his place. So I was there for a little while, and you know, chewed some sand, pretty much. But anyways, the mental health drugs I threw away. Cannabis took care of it. You know, Denise went through everything. Denise is a retired nurse, so she was more.
Leave that comment up there, Corey.
Mm.
She was more one of those that went through the drugs and started questioning everything they.
Oh,
Bad internet. So
Weather, distance, whole 9 yards.
Oh.
But anyways, she was going through things, and we got rid of everything. I quit listening to them.
I like to treat holistically.
Denise likes to handle. We like to handle things holistically here, and Denise is more of a holistic healer than anything.
I think that
She studies that.
That's the premise of this show, really.
And that's why I was preaching about gut health, about what we eat. We are what we eat. We are what we do, because it affects our brains too.
So many times, just to add up, sorry to cut you off, we're so reactive to the situation, and we look to solve problems to the symptoms, but we don't look to address the problem that caused the symptom in the first place. And we don't look to actually create a healthy lifestyle. And I hate to say it, but something that lives on my mind is just the reality that anything can happen, because after I got out of the Army, I had friends of all ages die of just random, just. And I think everybody has that at this point in life. Maybe by the time you get to 35, 40, 50, whatever, you realize how precious life is. So the least I can do is kind of, like maybe just take care of my body a little bit so I don't have a random heart attack at 40 years old, or
exactly.
Maybe let it wait till I'm 60. But
maybe walk the dog a little bit longer, take a little bit extra time walking the dog around the block, I get that, or the kid, or
the beer.
Yeah, slow on down on the beer.
Yeah. But
grandkids.
There's a lot.
All right. Somebody had something up here about driving high.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Cashman was saying something about that.
So John said another thing he noticed, because he's the firefighter. He said, I have never had experience with someone driving high and getting into an accident. It's always drunk drivers, fentanyl, or crack. That's when we see the worst accidents.
Well, the problem with high drivers is a lot of times we're doing 30 miles an hour, feeling like we're doing 90.
Yeah.
or coming back
Missing
from
our
the
exit.
dispo talking about, bro, I got 6 ounces in an illegal state. I really don't need to be going more than 3-4 over. Why don't you just go around
Exactly.
me, leave me the fuck alone?
You're checking every fucking tail light before you leave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're making sure all that shit works. Go fuck
Yeah.
this. Dude, put your fucking seatbelt on now, motherfucker.
Yeah, I've been
it's a
there,
long
done
ride
that.
back.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you lived it during the black, underground days, fuck yeah, you did. I mean, I was dealing pot in the 80s in high school underneath the bleachers for school clothes money.
Ew.
I was
Hey.
selling dime bags of skunk I was getting from my brother for cheap.
I mean,
Back in the day.
I
I
would
had to get my lunch money somehow too. It is what it is.
you see those 4 fingers? That was a $25 sack
God damn.
back then.
Damn. Bring back those prices.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah. I mean,
I hate to admit it. I got prescribed Adderall because I get a little twitchy. I'm a little ADHD, a little all over the place. But I really, from an early age, I didn't really like that shit. I was all about just like, nah, you ain't gonna make me take this. So I would just,
our son hated that shit too.
yeah. And there was kids at school who would pay top dollar. So who was I
Oh,
to?
oh yeah, oh
Hey.
yeah,
Do I feel
oh
bad
yeah,
Got
about
your
it
bag,
now?
son.
Do
oh
I feel
yeah.
bad
Back
about it
in,
now?
yeah, that's very true.
I was a kid. I didn't know any better. I'm not advocating for that. I'm just sharing my experience, which was not a great one. But
That's
it is what
awesome.
it is. No, like
Oh yeah.
I had to get lunch money. That's my honest story. I hate to admit that, but I joined the army when I was 17. I escaped, drug addiction from my
Right.
family,
You escape bad situation.
but it was monkey see, monkey do. Basically, that was my whole lifestyle. That was what I seen. That was what I learned. That was what I exhibited. And until I escaped that and became a different person, that's who I was. But that's how I had to live.
Mine was just to get the fuck out of bumfuck Egypt, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
The town I lived in was a fucking sign. That was it.
I
My
mean, you said
nearest neighbor was
Oklahoma,
over
so
4 miles away from me.
Oh hell.
I've been to Oklahoma now. There ain't
No,
nothing.
no, yeah, there is. There's some big cities, but I mean, you got Tulsa and Oklahoma City, which are,
Mhm.
you can party down in both those towns.
Oh yeah.
Best pot I ever smoked was out of Sand Springs, Oklahoma. It was a buddy of mine's dad that had it. And he had glaucoma, and he got this weed in this tops looking can from the government, and it'd have the amount of rolled like 100 joints.
Mm.
100 marijuana cigarettes is what it'd say. Well, his dad asked me for a joint, and I handed him one. Well, a few weeks later, we're down there partying in Tulsa and everything, and his dad goes,
Were those
"Hey man,
government joints?
yeah." And he handed me this joint. He goes,
Yeah.
I'm paying that joint back to you, dude." I'm like, "Okay, cool." I get home with it. I take 2 hits, man. Fucking 2 hours later, I come alive and the joint sitting in my hand. I'm like, what the fuck did I just smoke?
Got that medical grade fucking.
I handed it.
Woo.
I handed it to my oldest brother. 2 hours later, he woke up with the joint in his hand, and I'm sitting there laughing at him.
Now, I don't remember when I heard this, but it was a couple of years ago. I feel like there's still like 10, 20 people on that federal where they get that monthly supply or whatever of
Mhm.
the canister drums. They're still alive. There was whatever random period of time they're still grandfathered in. I know it still exists, but that
Mhm.
I've heard stories about that weed now, because my grandma She
I've
ended
heard
up
there's
getting
other stuff you can get
right.
too.
I'm getting to it. My grandma, not biological grandma, but she had glaucoma through. Oh Jesus, I feel horrible now. It was a type of cancer. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what type of cancer. The point is, she had cancer. She had some glaucoma issues,
Mm-hmm.
and it ended up getting to the point where they got her on a prescription, Marinol, I think is what it was at the
Marinol,
time.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a pill form. Yes,
yeah. And then there was, because of the cancer, it ended up
AIDS
getting to a point.
patients they like to give Marinol too to make them eat.
That makes sense. But she ended up having issues where like she couldn't wake up sometimes because her heart would just
Mhm.
slow way down. So they ended up giving her medical grade cocaine, which
Oh yeah.
apparently became a huge hit around the house. Um,
Wow.
the old man got a hold. Those were stories, but
Yeah. I mean, it's like when you get stuck with liquid morphine, you're sitting there going, "Oh my God, you get a squirt, you get a squirt,
hey,
you get a squirt."
Shoo. I
I've
don't
been on
miss them
that.
days.
Oh, I
I
have been on
miss
that myself.
I've only been on that medically. We're talking
Yeah, same
on the
here.
drip. I don't like it, but I don't mind going into surgery and they're talking about, hey, you're not going to feel a thing because I am thankful every day it's not 1850. Shout out to modern
Oh
medicine.
yeah, so they're not throwing a bite block in your mouth. Oh my
Yeah.
God, a leather bite block and yeah.
Hey,
Here we go. We're gonna cut.
but outside of
Yeah.
Well,
that, like I'm
that's how
talking,
they cut this cancer out of my great grandfather's stomach.
Oh hell.
And
see,
he told, and when they come back with that it didn't fix anything, he said the last thing that my great grandfather said was, "Sawbones, you ain't cutting on me again." And
yeah.
those were the last words that man spoke.
I mean, that is horrible, but I honestly like I really I hate the opiates because they messed me up. But that was my me, honestly. That was me. I
Oh
was
yeah.
trapped in a lot of trauma. I was in a lot of
Well,
pain
of
too.
course.
But
Have
there's
you
there's
done
a medical use.
psilocybin?
Oh
Have you done
yeah.
psilocybin medically?
Yeah. Yeah, I did that
Eh,
after a good bit of therapy. That's helped me out a lot. I sent this man over here a good dose, and he seemed a nice little bit of reset and cleanse from it. And we're
Listen.
we're what you call advocates for that as well. Um, but
That
Me
medically,
was a
too,
good
brother.
time.
medically,
You,
for people who suffer with
medically,
anxiety, depression,
yes,
there is a
yes.
different way besides pharmaceuticals.
And
Uh,
and and the more you look into this, they're doing research in Denmark,
mhm.
some of the other European countries are doing with psilocybin, which is lovely. I would love to see the United States open up to that type of research as well. I mean,
I
m- m-
since I took the dose, I mean, yes, I did take a full dose, but I haven't dosed
Need it.
in probably 4 or 5 years. So,
mhm,
it was time. Um, Mood and energy levels have done a total 180. Like, I mean, just a total 180. And I mean, I do actually feel like I get a little more stoned when I smoke. So it's like I don't smoke as much. I feel like I got like a tolerance reset on that as well, which I didn't really expect that. So I mean,
mhm,
that was always nice. So I mean,
Yeah. Well,
it's
you're living again, you know?
yeah.
yeah,
You're
I mean,
alive,
it was
not
nice.
trapped
I
in
was
the bullshit.
I was finally there.
See, and what I would say to anybody who would consider me us, crazy people, just druggies, I don't know why they would think that because we're just talking about the herbal stuff. Um, But when it comes to like mental health medication, I'm not saying that there isn't a place for it, because maybe it is what's good for you.
No,
But
what works for
I
you
would
is works
say,
for you.
right. But I would say check the side effects. Check every side effect on what it
Hmm.
is. Do you want that, or do you want to just try something else? Open up to therapy, because sometimes it's just honest conversations with yourself, somebody else, opening up, having that little bit of confrontation, but getting past it, and really having that
Oh, for
honest
sure.
emotional, just acceptance moment, and
Yes.
just letting things be, and then just moving the fuck on.
Yes.
Because we don't have to be trapped in that ball of just pressure and anxiety all the time. We can really just get over
Yeah,
ourselves sometimes.
exactly. Sometimes that beautiful hard ass cry,
Yeah.
just the hard cry. As men, we ain't gotta be afraid to talk about that either.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean sometimes it's needed, and I think that as men, it gets pushed to the side
It
because
does.
it's been, oh, you're not a man if you cry. Well,
Bullshit.
we
Right.
have emotions too. I mean, I don't
Go
give a
it's
fuck who you are.
go scream at the moon if you have to.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Go beat the shit out of a tree in the middle of nowhere with a hammer.
Yep.
Something. That's what they make escape rooms for. And they're
I
big.
like
Or those break rooms where you beat the
yeah,
shit out of stuff.
I like my axe, and I have a nice big overgrown forest where there's way too many trees, where sometimes I have to go thin them out. Man, do I love going out there and thinning out some trees with an axe. Somebody's always like, "Oh, we'll get it with a chainsaw," and I'm like, "Nope, no, you won't. I've been waiting for this for 6 months. I got to get some stuff out."
Yeah, exactly. I dig this dude, John. Oh, John's been in the comments a lot tonight, guys. If
And
you haven't checked him out, it's been
and
funny.
John says, gotta watch these commercials about the medications, which last 10 seconds. The side effects of the drug is explained for the next 5 minutes of the commercial.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
The minute
Side
they
effects
say
are worse
anal
than
leakage, I'm done. Brain bleed, done. Don't want no. Don't even
Oh,
put me on
what
that
crack?
stuff, Doc.
Don't
What
give me no
kills
anal
me
leakage.
is what
Anal
kills
leakage,
me.
yes.
What kills me, no pun intended, is how you gonna be a depression medicine and then your side effect be risk of suicide.
Yeah.
Well, no. Didn't you see? You got to take the Abilify now, so you can get the second
No,
depression
fuck that.
medication. So that's the one that's
No.
actually going to fix you now.
Yeah.
But that one comes with this side effect plus this side effect and this side effect. And
Mm-mm.
if you drink or breathe air or try to
It's not
have a good
happening.
time in your life, you're actually at risk of heart attack, suicide, or having any of your friends become homosexuals. So
Yes.
that's in the fine print. Um,
Yes.
And no one
Yes.
reads the fucking fine print.
And Brent, no. It's like that. It's like that. It's like that phone contract you sign, and it's like, oh
yeah,
fuck! Now you get pissed off at your phone company, and you're in arbitration and stuck with
Yep.
that motherfucker till the contract's done.
and
Yep.
then your second born son has to become an employee for them for the 6 years for free,
Yeah.
just indentured servitude. Like all
Welcome to
this is there.
capitalism.
Like it's a sumbitch, and
To
and then
motherfucker.
and they raise the
It is.
prices on them some bitches over time, and just Jesus
Oh
Christ.
God, they do. They do.
And
They do.
let's not even talk about the money behind that motherfucking racket.
How much is a
Holy sh!
gallon of orange juice right now?
God, shut up! You piss me off with that shit. I like to drink a glass of orange juice every day. I'm a nerd when it comes to my own health. I I
You're
have
good, brother.
various,
You're good.
Way better than me.
I don't want to say a lot of knowledge, but I have a degree in medicine. Not a big associates, right? Because I got my learned how to become I don't know how to put it. Basic X-ray operator was the proper term in Florida. So I took X-rays, but I also got my medical assistant license, and for a portion of time I was an EMT. So I know a little bit about my body, and I know a glass of orange juice every day is a great way to start the day. Get your hydration levels, get the vitamin C, get all your minerals, all that shit.
Yes.
And now that shit is $8 a motherfucking gallon, and
Yes.
it's like they're trying to make me fucking unhealthy on purpose, and I'm getting fucking pissed off
Why don't
about
you
it.
just buy some Sunny D?
Fuck off.
See every day.
No, that's
a whole
when you
nother
get
story with
that's
him.
when you get water in a tube of emergency.
Yeah, no, I
It's true.
I mean, I hate to tell you, brother, they do make some of those airborns and shit like that. That's got the vitamins and all that other.
what I've done. I've switched over to white grape juice because that's pretty good in vitamin C, has vitamin A, and
Mhm.
I mean,
I
that's
actually
pretty good
love.
shit, though.
I like to mix the high nine, the pineapple,
Hey.
the pineapple high nine, and that
Oh.
fucking white grape
Yeah,
juice.
we go get you a
That
high
is
nine.
like a
Go get
morning
my-
cocktail.
Go get my
That's my morning drink
I
right
am
there.
fucking itching for a blackberry high
Oh,
nine. My
brother,
pack lands
brother,
tomorrow.
you know what?
I know
I
you're
still
getting
got
one
my
right
cold one. I still got my cold one sitting in my fridge.
now. I talked to Franz today, and he's like, "Oh, yours lands tomorrow. Keep your nuts," because I posted them. I can give my left nut for a fucking black. Oh,
Yeah.
you commented on that one, I think, and he's like, "You can keep them, and your stuff should be there tomorrow."
There you go, bro.
See,
I can taste it.
I gotta check
Mm.
if
That's good shit right there, man.
Oh, it is. And I even like the pineapple. I haven't tried the watermelon yet.
Oh, that one's good too.
that's a good one. I like that one.
Oh,
I gotta check if my shipment's ready.
Yeah,
and I like that it's not overly sweet.
Oh yeah, it's good stuff.
I think he's still working on the sugar in that one.
I hope you don't touch it. Leave it
Which
alone.
one?
I think what did he say? We're switching off the sucralose and going to
Oh yeah,
stevia.
you're doing that. Something. I don't know. I don't
I
know
forget.
enough about that. I'm gonna butcher it. But
but
it's got less fake sugar in it.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah, I want to say it's going to the stevia plant is what it is.
That might be it. I don't know what that is really, but
I personally have a preference
really
for
good.
sugar, but he explained why in a more scientific way. I forget we had that episode.
yeah,
but,
he was on here and explained it better. But
he had a good reason why, and I agreed with it. It's solid. But yeah, we both
Good
agree.
stuff.
Like the sweetened lows and all that stuff. That's not really
bad for
great.
you.
It's not really great.
Ain't no good for you.
But he doesn't use that much sweetener anyway, so it's not even that big a deal. We shouldn't even notice it. Should be all good.
John says when I retire from the fire department in 3 years, I'll be able to have a high 9. We get drug tested all the time.
Oh man.
Oh man, that sucks.
They're doing a 4 milligram soon. A 4 milligram will be tricky. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It'd be a real gray area.
It would be so gray, dude. It would be gray.
If you have like one of those, maybe that'd be about it. Yeah,
I'd split one with my old lady to be on the safe side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they do have the 4 milligram coming soon for I think Iowa and I'm gonna fuck it up, Wyoming. We'll just throw that out there.
There's a couple states that they gotta be under the 10 milligram. Or
hey,
whatever
that actually affects my county too. My county just blackballed fucking CBD, THCA, fucking any motherfucking goddamn thing's got to do with anything. And that's why I'm so fucking pissed about it. And I decided, hey, I'm sorry. I'm using this little platform that we have to stand up and say, fuck that. You gotta spell it out to me like I'm a fucking ignorant some bitch, because I just flat out don't get it. I don't understand it. You got to make it make sense to me, lawmakers, because you don't make sense. Send me to
it's
jail.
like you can go on the dark web or the black web or whatever the fuck it is, and you can like ship shit from China, and it's like
Mhm.
cocaine and other drugs and fentanyl and like, but you gonna
Oh yeah.
be fucking pissed because we ship some weed across the fucking states? Come on now, guys.
I'm gonna say, like,
Now-
on the way to jail, I'm gonna point out every meth house, and I'm gonna be like, really, we're doing this?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think and this is just kind of my feel about the cannabis type shit. I don't think they're really wanting that, dude. To be honest, I think all states. I think it's gotten to the point to where even the cops are going, this shit needs to be fucking decriminalized. We're tired of dealing with
hope
it.
so.
Because I hate to tell you, it's John did mention it. You talk about alcohol, you talk about a harder drug. They walk into a situation where the domestic and find out they're all fucked up. They're in more danger than a couple potheads blaring their goddamn hippie music at 2:00 in the morning and playing Call of Duty so loud it sounds like the SWAT teams invading Fallujah. And I get that, brother. I'm the same way.
Hey, zombies right now.
Have you played Stalker?
What is it?
Stalker 2?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, you got Game Pass.
We're stuck on Black Ops 6 right now.
Black Ops 6 is good, but Stalker 2 is badass.
Are you on Xbox?
I'm on Xbox, yes.
DM us your tag.
Don't worry.
No. Okay,
Got
you. I gotta be honest. The last couple days, I got drawn into fucking prop hunt. I don't know how.
Hey,
I
that
don't
shit
know why.
be fun when you're stupid high.
Bro,
What?
Like, prop hunt?
What's that?
You hunt fucking objects around the map, and like you get to pretend that like you're a couch, a fucking car, a sign, a garbage can.
Oh my god.
I used to
It's
run
so
around on
fucking
Black
stupid.
Ops 2 and fucking the person that was looking for people, I'd be running around them behind them as a couch and shit, and they'd be looking for me.
Bro, this like right before we did this show, because that's what I was doing. They were like, "Hey, are you gonna get in here early or what?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna play a couple more games of Call of Duty." So I was in prop hunt, and like I'm just running around the fucking map. Like I get all the way over to their spawn point right before the map starts, and I'm just sitting there, like, and they all run right past me, and I'm like, "Damn, this shit actually worked." And I'm just a fucking car, like, and I'm literally standing right behind them, like, how the fuck y'all didn't even see me? And that's just the funnest game right now. I don't even know how to
Have you guys had the pleasure of having Tim from Island Herbs on yet?
We have not yet.
But I've definitely been chatting
We've had
with him
some
a lot
interaction with them, yeah.
recently.
Tim is an amazing friend. He's my brother from another mother. I love the man to death. I'd give him my heart if he asked. I mean, I hate to say that, but it's true.
We'll have to, I guess, reach out for season 2, because we got one more episode, 2 more episodes.
And another one you guys would be really cool to see you guys have on is Cannabis Infused, my brother from another mother, Bob, the green scientist.
Oh,
I want some of his cookies, man. I want to try them.
You want to go into a coma? That's what's going to happen.
I mean, that's
Bob's is a coma cookie. Mine's ain't. Mine's a
I-
medical cookie.
Well, see, I want to enjoy both. See,
Right.
I'm a firm believer in both. Sometimes you need to go into a coma, and sometimes you need a good
Well,
dose.
sometimes when that mood hits where you just don't want to be around somebody, you need that coma.
Yeah.
Or when people want to make fun of me on this show, I'll get into a coma on this show and act stupid.
Understood.
I'll eat a bad and sleep all night and be high the next day.
Oh, yeah,
Denise is out for 24 hours on a Bob's cookie.
I like that.
Damn. I need
That's
to feel
Well, I'm a
good.
light
that's stoned.
But
I told
Denise is
him-
a 2-hitter quitter, too. She takes 2 hits and she's done.
I told him I need to wait until I get my money right because Christmas is coming up. You know, I got to get my stuff taken care of for the family first.
Oh, I
gotta
get
make
that.
sure it's right. But man, I definitely I cannot wait to try his shit because I've seen everybody talk about it. Now you're pumping it up, and I can't wait to check him
But
out.
serious, I want you both to get with Denise, get your addresses to her over at Her Edibles, DM her on Twitter, and so we can get y'all a sample pack out. I want y'all to try our product.
Absolutely.
I hate to do it. I really do. I hate
What?
to do it. You started this conversation with bacon, sir.
Yes, sir.
I just want to ensure that I'm getting a tiny little bacon. And,
Sir, I will make sure you got bacon jerky in your package.
now,
Sweeter heat.
Is there any chance we can get
Sweeter heat.
Like sweet or spicy?
Sweet or spicy.
I'll do sweet. I'll do sweet. I like them
Okay.
both, but we'll do sweet. What about the barbecue sauce? How do I get me some barbecue sauce? Like I'll
make sure you get a small 2-ounce bottle in your sample pack.
When you send me
your address,
tell me kind of what you're looking at.
just say what you want in there and we'll make sure we get it.
Much love.
Man.
All right. I mean,
Much
obviously,
love.
we're going to go from there, and I'll always be back because I
Candy
think what's
coming out
really
too.
Yes, and there's a new candy that we're going to announce on the boys next Thursday, I believe.
Hopefully, we get your stuff to them by then.
Hopefully.
We love the boys.
I really, yes, of them. I love the mission though, and that whatever we can do to just continue to support, you know, and send people your way. Let us know if we can do that. Because
please do.
If we can get more people that want to have the medicine, you know, so that they can support your mission to further assist the current customers that's not the right way to put it.
Patients,
the current patients that you're helping and assisting, and hopefully that we can assist you expand upon that, because that's where it's going. That's what we want to do, because that's beautiful, and I can't really just express much more gratitude than yes, I would love to assist with whatever we can do to.
But the more donation, my goal is 7 total that do not have to pay, because like I said, most with life-threatening illnesses, they're out of pocket anyways, with travel to specialists, to this, to that. Most people that's on a disease like cancer or an incurable disease, they have so much cost out of pocket that they can't afford it.
Yeah.
And all I want to do is help give them a little bit of relief.
I think that's just.
I'm one of those. We're also one of those that, hey, I really want to order your cookies, but this is in 75 milligram. I would like to have it in 100. Well, you know what? I have enough people asking for 100s. I can do that. You see what I'm saying? We can play with numbers there all day long for people.
Or if you want pecans added to your
Or if you want
cookies.
pecans added to a chocolate chip. Or you want a little more extra peanut butter with something. Hey, can you throw some peanut butter chips in there for me? I'm a peanut butter fanatic. No problem. It's a cookie. It's easy.
Man.
There's so much there.
Okay.
Because
My
whatever
eyeballs are
go out
floating.
to people that buy it, I get to eat it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that full menu too. I got to check
yeah.
that out.
Absolutely.
My goodness. Alrighty.
And
So we
it's
got
the same thing with the brownie. You don't like mint? Just say, hey, I just want a brownie. Easy to do.
perfect.
That's great. All right, guys. So normally about 11 o'clock we take a break because my eyeballs are literally floating. I have got to piss right now. You are more than welcome to hang out after the break. We get a
It gets
little
a little
kind of
weird.
crazy. Yeah, crazy. It's possible Brenda shows up.
I've seen comments asking, so we'll have to see what happens.
And it's possible I heard that there was a special guest showing up after the break.
Okay.
Another special guest.
Another special guest.
Do I know about this one?
Nope.
All right.
This was just sprung on me. So it's gonna be fun.
Let's live.
Let's go to break.
All right.
All right.
Come back in 3-ish.
About 3 minutes.
Go pee, hit a dab. Do the thing.
Toasting to the highs with every sweet drink. Hot knives and alchemists watch the world blink. Beverages so fine they lift you above. With THC, honey's a potion of love. Raise up your cup, let the good times flow. Hot knives got the secret, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. Roll it up, light it right, let's ignite this night. DOS filters got the goods, everything feels so right. From carbon to the paper, every puff, pure bliss. With the roller in hand, I just can't resist. Ease your mind, elevate your vibe. DOS filter, the choice you make. For the crowd. Yeah. First step in the game, we innovating and creating. Cheeba Pet's the name, got the flavor that we're facing. High quality vibes, NFTs with a twist. Grow your own herb, it's a cannabis bliss. NFTs with utility, it's more than just a trend. Cheeba Pet's the vibe, coming right with the best. High quality dreams, we're above all the rest. NFTs shining bright, in this garden we trust. Grow your own herbal kits, it's a must or bust.
Every strain on deck, we rolling up tight. Every strain on deck, from the depths of the flower. Come, connect, support other growers. We elevate the game, cannabis family unite. Let's light up the flame. With every puff we rise, watch the smoke fill the sky with the green revolution. Dab side, dab it, roll it, light it, blow for the love of the plant. Let the whole world know, supporting each other. That's how we grow. And the rope on excites that our spirit flow. In this cannabis family, our legacy's made. Brands that we trust, we put them on blast. From hybrid to indigo, we're living life fast. It's a culture, a vibe, join the party tonight. Underneath the stars, let the good times ignite.
Shedding doubts like a knife with Reno and Cashman. We elevate our life with Reno and Cashman. We elevate our life.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're ready for what we like to call the Gen Hour. I'm not sure who will be having join us per se, but I'm sure they'll be fun. That's for sure. What's up, Duck?
What's up, Cashman?
Are you ready for an interesting last part of this show? Because it tends to get a little weird sometimes on this last part.
Oh, well, I can be a little weird.
Well,
I mean, I infuse bacon, dude.
this is true. This is true. Let's get Brad back up here.
And beef jerky.
I like beef jerky.
I
That's
do
not
too.
Brenda.
Not yet.
Well,
Mm.
now that we're talking about the beef jerky a little bit, not every edible's got to be a sweet thing. You can make popcorn. Cannabis butter popcorn is amazing. All you gotta do is play around with your spices a little bit. Shit you got in your drawers at home. Hide that shit. Then it don't taste so funky.
Yes. 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 It's about time. Welcome back to the show.
Yes.
Format that I have not seen before. We have a new guest here, Dick Hammerbush. It's great to see you, my friend.
Hello.
Well, I don't even see the guy.
Perfect. I'm not sure you want to. I don't know how to put it.
Oh
shit.
Well, so chat really is asking for Brenda.
Well, let me fucking finish smoking my goddamn joint, bitch. Jesus Christ.
That sounds like a Brenda saying. That's not Brenda.
Well, what I've already decided a long time ago, I got to take the stress out of it. So, like, eventually, like, I'm not going to be like, oh, drop me down, blah, 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 blah. I'm just going to be like, oh, okay, we're just going to full commit. And then, like, at some point, I'm just going to be like, all right, well, we're done committing. And that's just how it's going to go. And that's life. So
I feel like Brandon Fraser in the Caveman movie, whatever, Encino Man.
It's almost
Just-
dreaded.
Almost. This is how I got it. I ain't never fucking did it.
Where did we find said thing?
Well, my aunt has a boyfriend. And,
Oh,
I may or may not have stolen it from that house. Well, I commandeered it for show purposes only.
commandeered it. I mean,
Yeah.
is there more to the story with the boyfriend?
He's just really cool dude.
What are you doing?
That's me.
just a
I'm
really
the guy
cool dude, huh?
man. Yeah, he's cool.
I mean,
I don't want to.
the Geico caveman kind of
I see
ain't
it.
far off. I'm not wrong.
I see it.
Yeah, but we're not trying to get copyrighted here, so.
Well,
I don't
Let's take
I
care of
don't,
it.
have the
So,
I don't have the unibrow, you know.
what's the backstory?
The backstory for Dick Hammerbush.
Yeah.
Dick Hammerbush is you could say he's Nut Masterson's alter ego.
No. Not that far back in the story. God damn. I'm just talking about, like, where's he work? What's his lifestyle? What's he all about?
He's just a guy who just likes to have a good time. It's basically
by good time, do you mean sucking big old black dick? Is that what you mean?
No. That's Brenda's job, not mine.
See, I felt like we were going to go more traditional and saying something like he seems like a mechanic or a high school
That
janitor.
definitely looks like some sex ed right there.
I look like somebody who got stuck under the bleachers and got fucking fucked off. You
See,
know, blown away.
that's
like a
where I was.
fucking-
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but you know,
Fuck it. What are you doing over there, Duck?
Listening to this.
Hey, it's a shit show, man.
Hey, man, I can't even see the other guy.
I can't see you either.
well, that's interesting.
Well, that's interesting.
See, I can see
How
myself.
about now?
I can see me.
I can see Brad, but I can't see him.
We're still figuring out the new studio, so
So
gotta configure the
if
cameras.
he, I don't know if this will work. It worked for me because I was flipped backwards.
I don't want to be front and center.
There's a
motherfucker.
3-line.
But Dick
We'll be
Hammerbush
front
front and center.
That's who's there.
Oh,
Start twerking now.
Goddamn dick. Come on.
you're fucked because my back will give out and I'll be on the floor.
So I've already decided that we're gonna go with the high school janitor that nobody trusts. That's the backstory that I've decided because you didn't give me much. That's what you're stuck with,
Well,
now, bitch. Okay.
This character is for your interpretation and your interpretation only. So
I mean,
you all
Tony
make
says
the
you would do
backstory.
strange things for a tall can of Natty Light.
No. No thanks.
Hey. I mean, we talking about just one can of Natty Light or like 10?
Like how many cans?
I don't see high school janitor. I see bus driver.
Oh shit, you're right.
Okay.
Oh shit, you're right. I fucked up.
I see
fucked
school
up.
bus driver.
But I think
Like
that's
creepy
where
school bus driver.
I think that's where
Yeah.
my head was at.
I'm the
Like
bus
my
driver
head was
who
thinking
fucking
school.
ain't got no damn AC in his van.
Yeah. Fucking Dick
Yeah.
Hammerbush deals with the kids all day, yells at them, tells them fucking quit fucking off, shut the fuck up, you some bitch.
Yeah.
Get back in your goddamn seat. I see you back there trying to kiss on that fucking dumb bitch. Shut up, you fucker.
Aura says bus driver for sure.
There it is.
Yeah. Or is school bus driver.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy, bro.
Well, now we figured it out. And that's how you get a backstory for somebody. So now you just got to commit to the bit of just, being
a school bus driver.
All right. Yeah.
So what's a typical day as a school bus driver, Dick? Talk to me.
Oh,
Put you on the spot.
Oh, you get up in the morning, make your coffee, go get your bus, fill it up, and then we get to go yell at some kids, pick up those delinquents.
You gotta go pick them delinquents up, that's for sure.
Just so you know, 90% of them are Cashman's children, because he's got that many.
Damn. I do got 4.
Oh hell.
Yeah.
Oh hell.
I had my first son at 15.
Oh my God, brother.
Yeah.
See, because I was picking him and his son up at the same time. I can't help that.
I mean, I can't lie. He does look familiar. He does.
Yeah, Tony's got it. I had
I'm
a bus
seeing
driver
results.
named Larry that looked like him. He would let my brother smoke on the bus because my brother would steal cigs from my mom and give to him. Oh my God.
That sounds about right.
Tell your mom I said hi.
Tell your mom I said hi. Oh, that's fantastic.
Oh, that's good.
Oh
That's really
Hey
good.
shit!
guys, I didn't want to
Oh,
make him feel so awkward, so I figured I'd show up,
Oh
appease
my
the
God.
fucking people in the goddamn comments. Shut the fuck up. I made it. Jesus Christ, get over yourself. What the fuck? Now, honestly, I just hope that this brings a little bit more viewers to the show because, like, it's been. We need to be
Well,
over 1,000 for me to be here. Like, this is fucking weak. But that's just my opinion. Um, so,
I'm on, I'm on the bus driver's salary, so you know,
but
I'll take
seriously,
whatever I
we
can
need to
get.
get to the bottom of like what's going on with these kids, Dick. Are you controlling them, or are they getting all over your nerves? Are they pissing you off? Are you able to
Well,
keep them
I
under
mean, by the
control?
look of my hair, can you not tell that they aggravate the fuck out of me? Can you not tell?
So,
I just
are,
want to take the bus and just go here. Goodbye.
are my kids going home listening to Slipknot, or what the fuck's happening? Because that's what it looks like.
You listen here. We listen to heavy metal on that bus. We have them
That's what
headbanging
I'm
through the
concerned
damn
about.
window. Okay.
We,
If
I
they
don't know
hey,
if I
if they
like
come
this.
home with a broken nose, it's because they was headbanging and hit the window. It wasn't me.
I guess that's better than because they were sucking too much dick. Because
I mean, Brenda, listen, you got to do what you got to do for that pumpkin spice latte. Okay.
I
You got to do what you got to do.
I heard Cashman say that he had his first kid at 15. So like somebody was clearly getting his dick sucked.
You know, Brenda, that is not how conception works. Okay. They don't
Well,
drink it.
I
no,
don't condone teen pregnancy, but I did start young. But it is what it is.
And he's
We do what we
now
do.
I
he's
would just
enjoyed every
say
as his bus driver of many years. He's enjoyed it. You know, he don't. He put the kid in his backpack and just pack it around to school. You know,
mm,
I've seen it. You know,
mm.
and you know.
I've seen a lot of my friends on Teen Mom, and honestly, it's a little embarrassing.
You know what's fucking crazy, Brenda, is that show actually came out right when I was having my first kid.
Oh,
Damn, you
really?
should have been on it, man. You could have been.
That was
Yeah.
that was
I could
right
have
when
had
I
a
started
feature.
catfishing.
I could have had
My
a feature
God.
on there as your bus driver. They could have
Wow.
showed you getting on the
His
bus with me.
mom when he was having his
Rich.
first kid. Shit. At 15. Damn. Uh,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. That shit
That's so
came out, and
crazy.
I was like, oh, I could be on that show. My mom was like, don't you even fucking think about it. I was like, I mean, okay.
You should
I
have
could have
yeah.
been
told him. Said, think
rich.
about the bus driver. He needs the money.
Mm.
That's what you should have
I
said.
could
Think
have
about.
been rich, man.
But do you get like paid summers off, or do you have to like go find a different job during the time off? How's that work?
You get paid like me personally, you get paid by just like a teacher would. You still get the paid. You get paid summers. You can plus there, you could always, with my experience after all these years, you could find other work as a bus driver.
Right. I assume there's a lot of downtime because I imagine from the looks of it, you smoke a lot of fucking weed in the middle of the day. And then
I was
you put,
thinking crack, but
I was concerned about it. I was concerned about it. I just wanted to specify that he's definitely smoking weed before picking our kids up and taking them home. That's
No,
something we should be worried about.
this hair is from the students hotboxing the bus. Okay, this has nothing to do with me.
well, I hope you're sure not letting them hotbox any fucking Mexican ditchweed or anything like that.
Yeah, that's gross.
Hey, I
That
don't
stuff
condone
is
it. Okay,
gross.
I don't condone it.
That
But
2008
I can't
weed.
watch them all. I can't watch them all.
Jesus.
Moondodgy wants to know what size bra you wear, Brenda.
Oh my God.
I don't know if it's bigger than mine.
So why
I'm
don't you
dead.
guys?
I'm dead.
Why don't you?
I'm just gonna let y'all know. You're lucky I'm wearing a
Why
shirt.
don't you
So
guess?
when I get home from bus drive,
Fucking
I
God.
usually like to unwind. Okay. I mean, you know,
Ah, oh.
We-
you want the viewers, you know, just let Hammer Bush's body come out. You know what I'm saying? Oh.
right. So, I mean, I get it.
I'm so confused. Oh,
Yeah, I'm with her.
I get it. So, like, we've
it's
officially gotten
great.
to the point of the show where we've derailed. We've smoking way too many joints. People asked for this persona, and believe it or not, there's like people who give me a fucking dollar for no reason, and like some of the only reason is just because I do this dumb shit, and like that's the internet, motherfuckers. So deal with it. That's where we're at in life. You know, it's great.
Oh, it's funny, man. I love it. I love it. Oh my God.
Golly. Hey, hold on. Let me check my size. Oh, they're not talking about me.
I mean, I swear to God, I ever get to meet you guys firsthand, straight up, we are getting so blazed that we ain't gonna be able to stand it.
You guys are getting blazed. Me, you know.
I'm almost feeling like
I
a
have to say-
Giorgio or Dale needs to show up soon. Just
Oh no.
Dale. Oh,
I
yeah.
need to make a trip to
Dale's
Vegas.
always a natural.
Yeah,
But
I agree with that.
What?
well,
They said they need to make a trip to Vegas.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You
Vegas.
guys are in,
We'd have a
you don't have
resident.
to like
Vegas.
dock yourself, but you guys are in Vegas area.
So
We
last
are
time
in
I went
Vegas,
to
yes.
Vegas,
We are not. You are not
Oh.
doxing me. I'm in a town of
How much?
whole bunch.
last time
Marina
I went to
said-
Vegas,
She
it was
said
bad.
your drag for $1.
Well, like roughly $50 because like you know you got to give and take like how many people are giving me the dollar, how many people stopped giving me the dollar. That's been a thing too. Like I get it because I don't engage with them because I've always said, look, if you subscribe to me, you're not getting shit. Good luck. You might get like my dick on your screen and like that'll be cool. But whatever I give you is what I give you because like it's $1 and it's a subscription and I don't really care about it because I'm not a big fucking grifter. So like whatever. But you get some fucking funny content sometimes and like that's cool. But
Oh, that's classic though.
yeah, like I'm just being real though. Like I ain't gonna fucking say no
Yeah.
bullshit and like fucking I'm gonna put you in this community where
She
we're gonna
said,
grow
okay,
and jerk each other
$50
off
worth.
and like
No, I get that.
yeah. But like, hey, I always said I'm just a random motherfucker. I ain't nobody fucking special. But I do like to have fun, have a good time. The personas, the characters,
Oh yeah.
they're an extension of like just reality because like what if you're just like one personality your whole life, like honestly, is that really you? How much do we differ and go back and forth? I do have a feminine element to me, and that's that. But I'm about to get the Dale where I'm fucking an old piece of shit boomer because like that's also who I am. I'm getting old, not like terrible. You know, Duck, you're gonna say you're young, but you know, looking back on my days, you know, I'm getting old. I am. Now I have all these government conspiracies and shit where I think they're out to get us and
They are, brother.
you
They
know what I mean?
are.
You know what I
They
mean?
have
Like, they are.
been.
But that's a part of my personality. Like,
I mean, if you believe there was a moon landing, I got something else I can sell you.
yeah, that's where I'm.
Hey, pass moon straight to
Yeah.
Uranus, baby.
if you want to give me even more money, as a matter of fact, you can buy one of these fancy mugs that say "Past Moon straight to Uranus," because that's where we're all trying to go. When you buy,
Exactly.
you're not going to the moon. You're going past moon, straight to Uranus.
Uranus.
Just-
Love it.
Love it.
Love it.
and you can buy our merch here, which also
Right.
provides me a further life where I can smoke weed and do dumb shit like this. Thanks,
Hey, higher
America.
values thanks you for pot smoking.
Yes. Have you guys had the privilege of trying who was that coffee? Who was that? The Tanner. What's his company's name? Higher Ground Coffee.
Higher Ground Coffee.
I have not.
HCG.
HCG.
Oh shit! No, I
That
have not.
stuff is good.
Oh my God, that stuff is amazing.
Is
I don't
it
think we
infused?
do.
Yes.
Yes, it's infused. Man, I'll tell you, for my joints, I had a cup of that. I get a cup of that, man, and I tell you, I'm pumping throughout the day if I stay on that.
Ooh, you talk about
Oh.
coffee now? You talk
Oh.
about coffee? So forgive me. Now, normally I have a flannel. I do. But like I said, it's I'm taking a little bit of stress out of the element and I'm just staying with it, going with the flow, baby. Going with the flow. And we letting loose. I'm Dale. Nice to meet you, sir.
There's the original game.
You know,
I'm Richard, but my friends call me Dick.
hey Dick, I heard a lot about you. Now as a fellow,
There you guys
I don't
go.
want to say person who dislikes the children, but you know, you gotta make sure they're disciplined, right? You got to
Yeah.
make sure these kids are disciplined because they're getting a little bit too loose. These parents out there, they're raising kids, and they need to be raising their kids into becoming adults, and that's a problem right now. These kids out here, they running around, they just running around with their dick out. You know what I mean? And they need to reel that puppy back in and just calm down, listen, because like Cashman like to say, we got the 2 ears, 1 mouth. You know what I mean? It's time to start tuning in a little bit more instead of broadcasting. You know what I'm saying?
You're not wrong, Dale.
Yeah. And orange juice. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
You like Sunny D orange juice?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, shit.
He likes the pulp orange juice. That's his favorite.
Talk about Sunny D while I'm in here. Yeah, fuck Bill Gates. You goddamn right. Fuck Bill Gates. Hashtag it. Make that bag. That motherfucker, he is trying to take our oranges away. I'm telling
We'll
you,
be
he's trying
all
to get
sick
everybody
tomorrow.
sick. And he out there spreading these vaccines that have the live virus and computer chips, okay, in the motherfucking vaccines. You need to be careful, okay? And it's not just that. They're causing heart attacks. They're causing brain aneurysms, okay? And they're saying, listen, that you need 16 fucking boosters for goddamn COVID now. And like, what's up with that? Like, how many vaccines you need to fucking
Dale, did you
not
get
catch a virus?
vaccinated for COVID?
Dad suddenly.
They vax these nuts.
Well,
Is that what the kids still saying?
Vax these nuts.
That's what
Hashtag
they-
that.
Now, Dick, did you get vaccinated?
me? No.
Yeah.
No. I had look. We're gonna tell you some story. I had COVID. I was in the hospital 20 days. They said, "You want vaccinated?" I said, "You can take that needle, stick it so far in
Listen.
your ass and vaccinate your anus."
What you gonna do getting vaccinated for if you already got the goddamn virus? What's that gonna do?
I mean, I was in the hospital a month.
Right?
I
They
got
used to
out of the
have.
hospital on Christmas Eve, people.
Look,
Straight true.
when we were having kids at my age, listen, when we were doing that, okay, we were sending them over and going to chicken pox parties and just spreading that motherfucker around. Every motherfucker on the block getting sick with that shit. Don't even worry about it. We done with it. Just poof.
Yeah, my
Don't even
mama
need.
rubbed me up against kids with chicken pox
Yeah, that's how we
just to
got rid
give
of it.
me chicken pox.
Yeah, get it over with and just stop being a little bitch.
I
Rub
guess
some
Bill
dirt in
Gates
it.
is an anal
Yeah,
intrusion.
yep.
Yeah,
That was said when we skinned her knee. Put some dirt in it, boy. Get back up there and go again.
uh-huh. And
Yeah.
now everybody becoming, pardon my language, fellas, gonna get us canceled. Everybody becoming a little pussy. They going to get manicures, pedicures. They're soft skinned because they're putting on all this lotion, and they just now they're getting sand in their vaginas, and it's pathetic. Wake up, America.
But Dale,
Yeah.
so
Can y'all hear me? I feel like y'all can hear me tonight.
Oh yeah,
Oh, we can hear you, Dale.
All right. Normally,
there ain't
I have
nobody
better
in
ears.
disagreement with you.
See, but normally I feel like they can't hear me, and I gotta always. Can y'all hear me? And it's a pain in
Dale,
the technology these days.
Dale, how old are you?
Oh my God, what are we talking about? Listen, so like, look, roughly when you think about it, okay, in the 70s, okay, we had all these people that started coming together, and they were trying to make sure that we were all expanding our knowledge and getting a little bit of happiness and freedom. And the government put this word that called them hippies, and they try to stomp that out. And they said marijuana is bad for you, LSD, all these things that the government was pushing on these people. Now all of a sudden was bad, okay. And then they started pushing sugar down our throats, and then they started pushing these pharmaceutical medications. Talking
Dale,
about,
how old are you?
look, I'm getting to it. Jesus Christ. Like, so we have all these pharmaceutical medications they're pushing on these kids, and then they're becoming adults, and they're basically just zombies working for the government, and they're promising them this social security. Listen, that social security gonna be gone. Okay. I'm be lucky to collect that some bitch. So if that answers your question, um,
Dale, that wasn't a number.
you want specific,
Yeah, I'd like a number, Dale.
it roughly in between D and Z.
What?
Yeah, D's nuts, sir.
He's nuts.
Yeah. Is that how we do it? Is that how we do it?
Oh fuck!
Oh
That's how
fuck,
them young pups do it.
Can
that's
y'all
a
hear
good
me?
one.
He's so
That's
old.
so fucking
He,
good.
he's so old. He feels his nuts scrape against the ground.
That's true. That's true. You go into sauna and you gotta loosen the joints up, and that's part of it. When you get out the sauna, it's a little droopy,
Yeah,
a little soupy.
the muscles up and that muscle just drops out.
Yeah. But that's how you keep the longevity, keep the skin fresh.
Oh yeah, keep it
Yep.
moist.
Mm-hmm. That's old timer
Mhm.
secret right there for you. Get in the
WD
sauna.
40. WD 40.
Loosen the joints up. We had a interesting conversation last night, as a matter of fact, with a couple of shamans, believe it or not. And this was an interesting, enlightening conversation. And if there was one takeaway, it was to relax and loosen up your asshole. And I know that may sound weird right off the bat, but if you watch the show, it'll make a lot more sense at the end. Trust me, because they don't mean like open your
Look,
asshole
I
for
ain't got enough
penetration.
dog diapers for that.
No, they just mean like don't be such an asshole. You know what I mean? But like loosen up your asshole. Just chill a little bit. And
Release the sphincter, folks. Release the
yeah,
sphincter.
release the sphincter. Don't be so ego. Don't be so uptight. Don't be a tight ass.
Sphincter.
Yeah,
That's your asshole.
that's how you get hemorrhoids.
No shit.
Yeah.
Dick.
Yeah. Because listen, you want to stay away from that preparation H all the time. It helps, but like if you can avoid it, honestly, that's the best. Don't even be a tight ass in the first place. Otherwise, you're gonna have to be lubing that some bitch up, sticking your finger up your ass for the rest of your life. Is that what you want, folks?
No.
Yep, that's the takeaway.
Yo, what up,
Uh-oh.
Shaggy?
Shaggy's in there.
Oh man, he missed about a good riff from me if he just hopped in here.
He just hopped in.
Yeah, we literally went over. we ran the whole block there, but except for, did y'all hear about that pharmaceutical CEO? Okay,
The one that got
yeah,
assassinated.
they said blah blah, but no, he said blah blah, because I think that was a special ammunition to keep it silenced and suppressed. I'm not, because I know we had the silencer on there, but I think that was I forget the name of the damn ammunition, because it felt like it was a 22 from the video I saw. Felt like he was hitting with a 22, reloading a
Well,
little bit.
at first I thought he had a well rod, and
Okay,
then bolt, silent pistol, old World War II assassin's pistol or something like that, and then to come to find out he was using lower grained ammunition
there you go.
that was pretty much a target round.
What do you want? Subsonic, I think is what the word is. Just
Yeah,
it doesn't make a lot of explosion noise.
right.
Yeah.
And
See,
it wasn't had enough backfire gas to kick the shell, so he was cocking each time.
See, and I think that the handguns are a little bit more dangerous, in fact, than rifles. I'm not saying we need to go out there and ban everything. That's not what I'm saying. But everybody always talking about the AR-15 and this rifle, that rifle. We need to ban this, ban that. But we just seen like he came up there with just a little tiny thing and said blah blah blah, and just got right out of there, and ain't nobody even seen it, heard, and just say it.
Exactly.
And that gun can sit there and never fire and never kill anybody. It's people who have it in their hands.
Yep. It's not the guns, it's the people.
It's not guns, it's somebody else. It's a man working the trigger.
In my opinion, what prevents that is if everybody carries their own type of weapon, or the battle buddy system. We did that when I was in the Army a long time ago. I think they still do some sort of system like that where everybody go with a battle buddy, okay? And that may sound weird, but women out there, they know exactly what I'm talking about. When they go outside past 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, they always like to be with somebody or underneath a light so that, they ain't getting hit from behind like that. It happened, folks. You got to take care of yourself, because like this is crazy. But I heard that people was actually out to get him because the hackers and all the spies, because obviously this big pharma, that's big money. Now, I don't know if he had a lot of juice to spill or he was about to make the company go a little upside. I don't know. There's a lot.
Or maybe he was going to expose the shot.
Yeah. I mean,
you never know. Maybe he had a moment of mental clarity.
See, and I think it a little too peculiar. A little too peculiar. We got a change of scenery in the White House. That all this shit going down, folks. We got to keep our eye on that. Some people get paid by some people. We don't like to get too political on this show. Cash Man, he's already told me a few times. He's dropped me straight out this motherfucker. So what we'll say is, in either side, okay, people are paying people, and when there's, it don't matter when there's a new manager, new boss that come in there, you got to start performing, okay, because you're no longer an employee. You're somebody he's looking at to get the fuck out of there because he already got somebody else that he want in there to replace you. And if you ever work at, you know what I'm talking about. And that's happening right now at the White House. And it is crazy to see that it's coming down to people just getting shot in broad daylight. Though. This is just
Well, it happens in New York City every day
That's true. That's true.
and Chicago.
That is
I mean, I was
goddamn
gonna
true.
say it happens in a lot of
I mean,
places.
it even happens right here in Las Vegas, guys.
Hey, it's true. Okay, he was gonna testify. Yeah, yeah. See, and they want to shut him up, and that makes sense. I mean,
That does make sense.
because I was hearing that allegedly, um, you know, everybody had dirt on him from profiting, racketeering money, all this stuff,
Mm-hmm.
big pharma, and he was going to try to do the old switch. And now we're going to take care of our patients before they get sick. And everybody's like, "Listen, we got to get this motherfucker out of here." And that's what they did. And that's my opinion. That's my take. But there's a lot of takes out there, so you know.
Well, you know what opinions are like.
Yes, sir.
Assholes.
Everybody has one.
Uh-huh.
And they all fucking stink.
Oh boy, don't they?
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir.
Whatever I'm saying got to be so far from the truth. But what we do know for sure is he did get shot right in the
Yes.
back and killed him, and that was
The
crazy.
rest of it's just theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Oh man.
Oh.
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 We're approaching that 2-hour mark.
Oh.
What's up, big chicken?
The big chicken. Hey, we were talking about big chickens today on X.
I like big chickens.
We're talking about ostriches and then a certain breed that gets up to 18 pounds. I think they call them, what was that one? Jersey Giant. That was it.
Interesting.
So how's Cashman's migraine?
How's your migraine, brother? Is it doing better?
It was fine about, I want to say about 10:30, 11 o'clock today. It was like once I got up, smoked, got moving, got to work.
I get that.
Like I finally got good. You know, I just need to lay in bed for a few extra minutes. I was a little late to work, but fuck it.
I get that.
But all good now.
Hate those migraine days. Holy shit.
I don't get them very often, but when I do, they're pretty gnarly.
I get TBI headaches, and when they happen, I'm down for 2-3 days, sometimes a week.
That's got to be tough. I got a buddy of mine that deals with that, and man, that can be rough. But what we've talked about tonight, to kind of wrap it up as we're closing, plant therapy through cannabis. He's learned how to grow his own, I forgot the term that you put it, but he has just a small plot in his front yard of corn, tomatoes, potatoes.
Yeah, kind of like a little victory garden, like we were talking earlier.
And it's just a start. And,
Yeah.
and at the same time, that was when I started my pollinator garden. And the pollinator garden for me, that's just like my own little place where I can just go out and just explore, be one with nature, deal with my PTSD, and just be myself.
And it's something you can get your kids involved with, teaching them how to grow their own food,
which is so
and you don't have to whip a kid to teach them to do better and to be better. Spend time with them. I guarantee you, my dad wasn't constantly beating our ass. He'd scream at us, call us dumbass at times, but he's a good dad. He taught us how to pee. At least he taught me how to pee.
I mean, I still miss sometimes, so I don't know how good mine did, but
well, the best he could.
Well, see, for me personally, I go into a little more each show. My dad, there was good and bad times, a lot of bad times though.
I get that though.
He was a meth head, and he was a meth dealer. He was in and out of prison, but it was what it was. My mom, her side, her and my stepdad, they bought meth from him, and then it is what it is.
It
But
was yeah.
yeah, but through that, my non biological grandpa, who was just there for us, because
Yeah.
my mom's half sister, my aunt, that was her dad, but that was my
Hmm.
grandpa. So
Hmm.
nevertheless, he took care of me. He taught me everything that I needed. Um,
Exactly.
a lot of the character that you saw today, um, I've been trying to work a little bit more of my grandpa into that, because that's where that started from. Because like bless his, I'm not making fun of him. I get it now. I get why he was just that crazy
You
batshit old
understand
man.
that.
Yeah,
You understand it
yeah,
though. The older we get, we do
yeah.
understand some of the shit.
But
And each kid does not come with a damn instruction manual. If they
no,
did, it would
None
be
of them do.
easy.
yeah,
Each one has their own little individual personalities. They got their own
right.
likes, their dislikes, and you have got to learn how to communicate that with every one of them.
And
I do that with my grandkids. I
yeah,
mean,
I
I'm
love the way you
blessed that
said that though. Just
I'm blessed I'm around them all the time, and I love it. You know, it's the biggest blessing. It's given me purpose.
We get to
mm,
pass our knowledge
I get
on
to
to them.
pass knowledge that is years old to them.
Well, and that's a thing. Like,
yes,
there's knowledge that is dying off that you're passing on to them,
Oh yeah,
and they can continue that legacy, and that's important
yep.
because
and
that's not
During
it's not
COVID with
happening
those
anymore.
empty shelves, that was the first
I
time in
mean,
my lifetime.
we got a bunny. Okay, the kids take care of the bunny. It's an animal. It's a farm animal.
Hmm.
Yep.
But they also know that the bunny can provide fertilizer, but the bunny can be meat. The bunny can do this. The bunny can do that.
Yeah, and that's
It's the same
important.
thing with chickens. You get a
Yep.
couple chickens, got a couple, you get 2 eggs a day. Before you know it, you got a dozen.
See, and
If
I'm
you can
about to
have
start
them where
doing
you're
that.
at, that's a beautiful thing.
I'm about to
That's
get
not
into that
relying on the government
because
or
eggs
the
are getting
grocery store.
expensive. Eggs are
Oh,
fucking
eggs are
$5
outrageous.
again. That is,
Yeah, $5 again.
but
Yeah, it's
I
ridiculous.
I need eggs. I don't want to. I work out almost 4 or 5 times a week because I have to, because my time in the military, my joints hurt. I'm
Right.
getting to the like I am, there's a lot of disability that I have. Like if it wasn't for working out, I would
Swimming.
literally be in pain. Yes, swimming helps so much.
Swimming is one of
Um,
the best things because I'm glad I live in a big city because I got access to a Y with a pool and a hot tub.
I love
And
that.
when it's cold, I can go to the indoor and I'm good.
I do the same thing, but ours is I have just a small town, and ours is at the high school. They open up
Hmm.
the swim team pool after the school hours, and I love going there. But no, like I love because I need protein every day to start my day. I don't need a bowl of cereal. I need cereal at night before I go to bed after smoking a bunch of weed. I love me a bowl of goddamn Captain Crunch. But in the morning, I need eggs. In the morning, I need sustenance,
I
and
don't
it's
Okay.
eat
getting
meat
ridiculous. So
Being
like I'm about to start
being
buying chickens.
diabetic, I have to watch completely what I eat.
Mm,
Okay. And so eggs and eating a healthy diet is very important. And that's why it is in remission, is because I take care of that. I can
yes.
afford to have a bowl of Captain Crunch now if I get high and want a bowl
right.
See, and like, and
instead of
that's the
having
big
to
thing.
sweat it.
There's a lot of people that I've seen throughout my life who have had stomach ulcers. They've had gout, believe it or not, at like mid 30s. They've had a lot of issues, but a lot of it starts with your diet. And
It does.
you know, there's people who've asked me like, well, I know that you eat candy, you know, like you have a soda, some, and like I have some beers, but that's not that I don't always drink beer.
I'm not going to say
You
anything
know what I
wrong
mean?
against beer because a Chinese proverb talks about drinking a beer a day for the kidney. And I
Yeah,
don't remember how it was exactly put, but it is that you have a beer a day
right. But
for
you
your kidney's
also
sake.
Even my
so
But
doctor
you
when I was pregnant
water.
said never do.
water. I mean, beer flushes everything out your kidneys. It's not bad, really. Got to remember, back in days, it was wine or beer or something like it. Me, water was shit. Seriously, everybody drank wine or beer.
Yeah, I mean,
Beer's been around since the Egyptians.
I
Think about it.
that's true. That was one of the conversations we had last night too. Was just spirits in general, and I think that's there's a level to it though, obviously.
There is. There is.
Um, so with everything, there's a moderation that goes into it.
And
Um,
that kind of goes back into the edible thing. It's in the medical thing in moderation. Is smoking 6 joints a day bad for you? Yeah.
well,
Wait, we only smoke 6?
I was gonna say I certainly do that on this show, but that is courtesy of the great people out there like Grower Coalition,
I get
Cheeba
that.
Pet, Das Filter. Um,
Understood.
oh boy, they just changed their name the other day. I
Emerald Grown
Emerald
Exotics.
Grown Exotics.
Emerald
So
Exotics.
shout out to all of them who allow me to smoke a bunch of weed on camera because this is a wonderful life. And shout out to all the viewers for being here. Um, and man, shout out to you, Duck. Thank you. We're starting
Thank you
to
for
get in our
having me.
wrap up. Um, goodness.
All right, guys. It's midnight, and that's usually about when we wrap up. I appreciate you guys coming on, and we will get you that information you asked for
Please
earlier.
do, guys.
And
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it so much to let me get the word out about our cause.
Yep,
Yes.
we will be in contact.
I really
absolutely.
appreciate that.
Flash
And
him one more
please,
time on the show.
let's do this again.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Come season 2 is the first of the year. That's when we start. We're gonna start getting our calendar set and filling our guest slots for next year.
And then I'm gonna bring some receipts, guys. You ain't gonna like this.
That's all right.
You're gonna see the paperwork.
That's okay.
Hey, I mean, honestly, we can't wait. Can't wait to try it out. And man, keep up the good work because that's why we wanted to have you on. And like I said earlier, you know, just continue to put the spotlight because the more that we all can enjoy your product over time to continue to support the people that you're helping, the patients that you're providing for, because that's a lot. That's a lot to ascertain. That's a lot to just to put it out there for the viewers that are still here. When you're taking on a patient like that and you're providing them their needs, that's something that I understand why you're taking your time with that. I get it because that is you're dedicated to ensuring that you're providing for them enough because you don't want to set a goal too far out that you can't actually provide for. Or else why would you
Exactly.
do it?
Exactly.
That's where we need to come in, help out because hey, we all like a little bit of edibles, feel good a little bit, but hey, there's people out there who need it. So let's help him, help those who help us enjoy it so that they can enjoy it on his behalf. Thank you so much, Duck, for being here.
Thank you guys so much. I look forward to doing this again. Bless you both.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Appreciate you coming on, Duck.
Thank you. You guys have a good night.
Get me your shipping.
Be blessed. Get that to us.
Absolutely, will do.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
We came up from the bottom, now we top tier. Brendo and Cashman, everyone give a cheer. Higher values in the game, we're the pioneers. Speaking loud, raising high, forget all the fear. This is the moment, we let the world know. Values that matter, let the truth flow. Brendo and Cashman, we rise and we thrive. With higher values, we keep the vibe alive. Tune into the truth, let the wisdom arrive. In the heart of the South, watch our dreams collide. Every episode hitting like we just dropped heat. From the streets to the booth, hear the rhythm and beat. Discussions ignite, in the zone we compete. Connecting with the fan, feel that community heat. We keep it real, never play pretend. This journey of ours will never end. Brando and Cashman, we rise and we thrive. With higher values, we keep the vibe alive. Tune into the truth, let the wisdom arrive. In the heart of the South, watch our dreams collide. Every episode hitting like we just dropped heat. From the streets to the booth, hear the rhythm and beat. Discussions ignite, in the zone we compete. Connecting with the fan, feel that community heat. We keep it real, never play pretend. This journey of ours will never end. From the mic to the world, we uplift and inspire. Thanks for riding with us, let's take it higher.
Okay, so strap in, strap on. We're getting ready to go past moon, straight to Uranus.